Welcome to Wannabe Clutter-Free, formerly Wannabe Minimalist, the podcast for busy families who are tired of the chaos, fed up with being overwhelmed, and ready to enjoy life again. Each week, we talk about how to let go of the clutter so that you can focus on the things that actually matter. And it's not just physical clutter. We talk about the mental and emotional stuff too, because if it's holding you back, it's time to ditch it. I share what I've done in my own life to declutter, organize, and calm the chaos, but you won't just hear it from me. There are amazing guests too. It's practical, doable, and simple for those of us that want to be clutter-free. You're listening to the Wannabe Minimalist Show with Deanna Yates, episode number 49. With Halloween just 2 days away, we're looking at how you can still have some fun while celebrating at home. Hey there, Wannabe Minimalist friends. Welcome back to the show. As always, I'm your host, Deanna Yates, creator of littlegreenbow.com and the resident Wannabe Minimalist here. With COVID cases rising all over the country and the world, you may have decided to change your plans for Halloween last minute. Or perhaps you hadn't planned to do anything special, but now that it's just around the corner, you decided you wanted to be festive. But of course, you need easy ideas that you can whip up without much effort. No worries, I've got your back. I've made a list of things that you can put together with an easy grocery store run or just by looking around your home. We'll look at decor, costumes, food, and activities. The point is to make the day fun and safe without adding unnecessary stress. But before we dive into the details, I just want to make sure that you know you can grab the show notes for today's episode with links to what we discuss on my website at littlegreenbow.com/49. Once again, that's littlegreenbow.com/49. All right, let's get our Halloween on. I'll be honest, this is not a holiday we generally go all out on. I'm a scaredy cat, so I avoid horror movies and haunted houses. My daughter's not a fan of scary either, so generally we'll dress up and trick or treat, and that's the extent of it. This year, however, it needs a bit more effort. The good news is a little effort will go a long way, and as you'll see, it's not much more really than buying the candy you were already going to hand out, and then just making dinner with a Halloween twist. So let's talk about these last-minute Halloween celebrations that you can do at home, thanks to COVID. First, let's talk about decor. These are just easy things that you can do around your house. Anything you can do to just remind yourself that it's Halloween. The easy one that we always do generally is to carve a pumpkin. We're going to keep our pumpkin inside this year because I don't really want to draw any attention to our house. We don't generally go out our front door, and so we're just going to carve it and we're going to have it for us. And we're going to do that today, so that should be a lot of fun. Other things you can do, and this is something that my daughter did with her class, is to draw Halloween pictures and then put them up in your home. So in our home, we have pumpkins, we have a haunted house picture, we have ghost picture, we have bats, spiders, a spider web, a trick-or-treater, candy. I don't know. These are all just ideas that my daughter came up with and made pictures of, and now we've taped them all over our home. They're these cute little pictures, like really little, you guys. Probably about the size of like a playing card. Like a deck of cards. They're cute. So that's one really fun idea. And we plan to do a few more today. I have one wall that we really are going to go all out and decorate. So some of these things we'll be using there. You can use fake spider webs and netting. If you haven't gone to the store yet and you're still going to go, just add that to your grocery cart. It's pretty simple. You just kind of pull that stuff out, and kids love doing that. Another thing you can do is to drape sheets over your furniture. Or you can make a sheet ghost with a lamp. And I'm going to do this. We're going to put a sheet over a tall lamp that we have. I'm going to cut out eyes from construction paper, black construction paper, and put them on there. And then they'll have a little ghost. And when we turn the light on, it'll light up, and it should be kind of cute. So we'll see how that turns out. And then we're going to make orange and black paper chains. So that's as simple as construction paper, cutting it out into strips, taping the strips together to form a ring, like a ring and then a paper chain. So you put those all together. Decorate your house with those. You can make a happy Halloween sign. Either you can make it look like pendants, like with flags, like the triangle flags, or you can just write it out and put it up on your wall. Really, the idea here is just to let your kids go wild. Just bring out all of your craft stuff and just spend an afternoon making some stuff to put up around the house. They will have a blast with it. And honestly, you could even do this during the day on Halloween if you have nothing else to do, because it's on a Saturday anyway. So use this as something fun for you to do. Make craft time, make Halloween decorations, and put them up all over your house. So that's item number 1, the decor. And now your home is feeling really festive and cute. The second thing to do are costumes. Now, generally, we don't dress up anyway, but last year we got to be part of this neighborhood and all the parents dress up, all the kids dress up, everybody walks around and trick-or-treats together, and I am so sad that we're missing out on that this year. But it is what it is, and we are just, rolling with it. So we'll get to do it next year with everybody, and now we know what to expect when we go out. We were the newcomers last year, and we felt so unfestive not being dressed up, but our daughter looked adorable, so it was fine. Okay, so if you haven't planned to do any costumes, here are a few tried and true costumes that are super simple to put together. The sheet ghost. You can cut holes in a sheet and you're done. Put it over your head and voila, you are good to go. If you want, you can step it up a notch with your sheet, tear it up into strips, and then make yourself a mummy. Wrap yourself up in the sheet and make yourself a mummy. Let's see, what's another one you could do? A princess? Oh my gosh. I mean, just use what you already have in your dress-up corner. So princess, superhero, I don't know, whatever you have in your dress-up corner, just use those things. Put on a cape, put on a mask, put on a crown. Make it up, actually, would be really fun. Just kind of stick your hand in there, pick out a few things, and then make your costume out of whatever you pick out of the dress-up bin. Super fun. An easy one that I always kind of fell back on before was the cat. Just get some cat ears, wear a black outfit, easy peasy. You could do the same thing as a witch. Instead of the cat ears, put on a black witch hat, and now you're a witch and you're dressed up. One I'm actually thinking of doing this year is going as a bride, getting out my wedding dress and rocking it, because I still have that thing and I'm trying to figure out what a fun thing to do with it could be. And so I might actually turn it into a Halloween costume for next year, but this year I could just get it out and dress up just like a bride and make it pretty simple. Another one would be Rosie the Riveter. I've done this one in the past too. Pretty simple. Put on a chambray shirt, roll up the sleeves, don some jeans, red bandana, put your hair up, and you're all set. You are dressed up and ready to go. But we need a couple for the dads. So one you could do for the dad would be Max from Where the Wild Things Are. This one is so simple. I saw this a few years ago and I just thought that's so brilliant. You just cut out a crown with yellow construction paper and then pair it with a gray hoodie. Just tape it onto the top of the hoodie and you are Max from Where the Wild Things Are. You could also dress up as any of the hobbies that you have. So surfer, motorcycle rider, a fan of your favorite sports team, anything that you are, rock climber, bicyclist, any of those things, you can always dress up as a hobby and just sit around your house dressed up like you're ready to go do something that day. So those are some easy costumes that you as the parents can dress up as. I didn't really go into kids' costumes because I'm guessing that if your kids are old enough to be interested in Halloween, they've already asked for a costume. But you as the parents may not have planned to dress up. So those are a few really simple ideas that you can do and just with things you have around your house already. Okay, so that's costumes. The third one is food. I generally do not make food items that are festive for Halloween, but I just thought this would be really fun, and I've done a few of these already, and it's just been something nice and different and just kind of puts a little smile on my daughter's face when she comes down to the table. So the first one I made was jack-o'-lantern quesadillas. And so those were really simple. I carved a little jack-o'-lantern face on one tortilla. That was the top tortilla. I put them in the oven to bake. It took all of 15-20 minutes. And it was just really cute. When she came down, she had a really big smile on her face when she noticed that it was in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern on her plate. And it didn't take much extra effort from me. So that's an easy one that you can surprise your kids with. Another one I did that was the jack-o'-lantern theme were stuffed peppers. Oh boy. It's a fun twist on just regular stuffed peppers. I actually made these yesterday. They were a total Pinterest fail, but we had a really great laugh at our house. And so if you go to the show notes or my website, you can see what they were supposed to look like and then what I created. Anyway, it was just something fun to have on the plate. Again, this is just about lightening the mood in your house and just putting some fun things together.
Do you ever find yourself staring into your closet, feeling like you've got tons of clothes but nothing to wear? Well, I've discovered a fabulous solution that's perfect for us busy women. Armoire. Armoire offers high-quality, unique brands tailored just for you. All it takes is a quick 5-minute style quiz, and voila! You get a personalized closet from which to choose. The best part, these stylish outfits are delivered straight to your door in just a couple of days. I just returned from a podcast conference and Armoire saved the day when it came down to what to wear. I wore these super cute wide leg jeans from Paige to the day portion of the conference, and that night I wore cropped wide leg vegan leather pants and an asymmetrical striped sweater. I got compliments all night and had people mentioning my outfit the next day. Then I was able to simply send it back for something new. No clutter, no fuss, no special laundry. And it's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good too. Armoire is all about sustainable fashion, so you can stay trendy without the waste. Plus, it's women-founded and led, supporting women designers and aligning perfectly with our values of empowerment and community. Right now, my listeners can give Armoire a try and get up to 50% off their first month. That's up to $125 off. Just visit armoire.style/wanna. That's armoire.style, ARMOIRE.style/wanna to get up to 50% off your first month. And never worry about what to wear again. Try Armoire today.
Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you about something that's helping me show up as my best self. Hormone harmony. For any woman navigating the ups and downs of hormonal change, whether you're in your 20s or past 40, this is something you'll want to hear about. I started taking hormone harmony because lately I've been feeling off balance, I was snacking more, feeling sluggish, and just not like myself. I was pretty flat. And that's when I found Hormone Harmony. It's been a game changer. It's not only for those of us that might be hitting perimenopause, but for any woman who feels like their hormones could be more in sync. Did you know a bottle of Hormone Harmony is sold every 24 seconds? Yep, it's that popular. And it's not hard to see why. This wonderful supplement is packed with adaptogens. These are science-backed herbal extracts that help your body adapt to stress and minimize those annoying hormonal fluctuations. So whether it's hot flashes, night sweats, mood swings, or just feeling perpetually tired, Hormone Harmony addresses all of these symptoms gently and effectively. And for those navigating the tricky waters of perimenopause, it is nothing short of a lifesaver. The company behind Hormone Harmony, Happy Mammoth, is all about making women's health simpler and safer. Their products are sugar-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, and third-party tested to ensure the highest quality. And the best part? Women are reporting they feel like themselves again. If you're ready to start feeling like yourself again, I've got great news. For a limited time, you can get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code WANNA at checkout. That's happymammoth.com with the code WANNA, WANNA, for 15% off your first order. Don't miss out on this incredible offer. On Friday nights we generally do pizza and a movie. That's our general Friday night. Pretty much always do that. And it's just been a fun tradition to carry through this last year. So instead of doing a regular pizza or one that's like a jack-o'-lantern or anything like that, I'm going to make mummy meatball pizza sticks. So it's kind of a deconstructed pizza. You take meatballs and you wrap them in pizza dough and then you bake them and then they look like little mummies and then you can dip them in a marinara sauce. And so it's really simple. It's not too much more. I mean, it'll be a little bit more effort than making a normal pizza, but it should be something really fun. And I haven't told anybody about them. So that'll be a fun little surprise tomorrow night. Something else we have made already were s'mores pops. Oh my gosh, they were so good and they were so rich. Basically, it's a graham cracker sandwich with the marshmallow fluff in the middle, and then you put a popsicle stick in there so that it's a pop, and then you dip the whole thing in chocolate. And we used dark chocolate, which was super good, but again, super, super rich and decadent. So I suggest actually cutting these in half. So cut your graham cracker, instead of cutting it in half, cut it in fourths. Just go along the perforated edges and then make them half size so that you can eat them and not feel so guilty about having a giant s'mores pop. The recipe that I will link to actually made it look like the spell book from Hocus Pocus, but we haven't watched that movie. It looks a little too scary for my daughter just yet, so we actually didn't end up decorating them. I thought about decorating them like a spider web, but decided just to leave it plain, and they were fine and yummy, and everybody enjoyed it. Okay, so what I'm going to make for Halloween, because like I said, I just got a bunch of these recipes and tried them out, and they were a lot of fun. I'm going to make a chicken graveyard dip. It's like a warm chicken dip, and you eat it with tortilla chips, and when you make it though, you top it with tortillas that you've cut in the shape of gravestones, and so it just makes it a little Halloween-y. But I'll be making it on Halloween Day so that we can just kind of snack on that, as I'm sure we will be eating lots and lots of candy, which I will tell you about how I'm going to do candy in just a minute. So that will be one thing that we'll have. And then we will also have a spaghetti and meatball eyes dinner. And so I'm going to dye the pasta green with food coloring. I wanted to get, the recipe calls for spinach pasta, but I couldn't find any. So we'll have green spaghetti noodles, and then it'll be meatballs, but then you make them look like eyeballs by slicing string cheese and a little bit of olive, and you put that on there. And now you have an eyeball staring at you through your pasta. So that should be a lot of fun. And then I'm also going to make a festive drink, and I generally do not make festive drinks because we generally just drink water and milk with dinner. But this time I'm going to start with ice cubes that we make with a peach nectar and orange juice, and then I'm going to put plastic spiders inside and then freeze it. And then when it's time to make up the drink, my daughter will get the ice cubes with sparkling apple juice, and then we as the parents will get sparkling wine. So that should be another fun little festive thing that we generally do not do, but because it's a special day, we're going to get to do something a little bit special. So that is food, and I will link to all of those recipes on the website, and you can see some pictures there, and you can see my Pinterest fail, and so that's a lot of fun. Okay, so that's the food for Halloween. And then the last thing will be activities or festivities. Now this year, we will not be trick-or-treating. We will not be going to any trunk or treats. We will not be doing any community events whatsoever. And our daughter is in virtual school too. So, I mean, her Halloween party is going to be online. And honestly, it really kind of crushes me a bit, but I am amazed at her spirit. And she seems genuinely excited to show off her costume online, and she actually seems pretty cool with it. So I think that's also making me want to try to make things as special as I can, even though I know we're not going anywhere or seeing anybody or pretty much doing anything. So if you're curious, she's going as Audrey from the Descendants movies, particularly Descendants 3. If you wanted to know, we've been watching those movies over the last week and a half and getting our costume down and practicing the songs and having fun. So that is all that. In order to make this holiday, Halloween, feel special, we are going all out on candy. I don't generally do this, but I think that's what most kids think about when we mention Halloween anyway, right? I mean, they just think about trick-or-treating and getting the candy. At least that's how I was when I was a kid, so I'm not thinking it's much different for my kiddo. So what I did was I went and bought a ton of candy, and I counted out 100 pieces. And I'm going to be hiding those around the house Friday night so that when she wakes up on Halloween morning, she gets to have a Halloween candy hunt. And that way we also get to snack on it during the day and not have it be the last thing we get like we would if we were trick-or-treating at night on Halloween. You know, we wouldn't get our candy until 6, 7 o'clock at night, and then we'd come home and eat it right before we went to bed. So that way we get to kind of snack on it during the day, and it'll be a lot of fun. And honestly, we don't generally eat that much candy in our house anyway. I think we just finished some Easter candy. Okay? We've been in lockdown and we just finished Easter candy. So candy for us isn't a big problem, so I'm not so concerned about having that much candy. Plus, we'll be able to use some of it to decorate gingerbread houses for Christmas. That's been one of the things we've enjoyed doing over the last couple years. Any Halloween candy we haven't finished by the time we do a gingerbread house generally goes on our gingerbread house. So that should be fun. Then we will also be having a Halloween movie fest. Now, we have to keep it not scary, so I'm still deciding on what to watch. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I've been kind of trying to preview some movies this week to find some that will fit with our theme that are not too scary, so we're still working on it. And then, of course, we'll have a video chat with our family. We're pumpkin carving tonight, and that's one of the things we'll be doing, which also acts as decor. And we have the hour change on Saturday. So in the US, we are falling back an hour in most of the country, and so we'll make it a late night. We're probably going to try to take a drive and see the blue moon because it is a second full moon in the month, which is crazy, and we get an extra hour. So we're just going to try to be a little more laid back and relaxed and eat candy and have popcorn and watch not so scary movies and just kind of chill and have fun food and fun drinks and things like that. So You know, it's a little different than normal, but I think just like anything else this year, our attitudes play a big part of how much we enjoy it and how much our families enjoy it. So I would love to know, what are you planning to do for Halloween? Come on over to the Wannabe Minimalist community on Facebook and tell us what you're planning to do. And if you have any recommendations for not at all scary movies, please let me know because I am definitely looking for a movie playlist. The group is totally free and you can find us by clicking on the link in the show notes or by searching for Wannabe Minimalist on Facebook. And, I just want to meet you there. The group is growing really fast. Actually, it's had a lot of activity lately and it's just been a lot of fun. I get to learn from all of you and it's really been a wonderful growing community. So I hope you will join us there. And that wraps it up for today's episode. It's kind of one I threw together last minute, kind of with the theme, because I just wanted to make sure that if your plans changed because of everything that's happening, that you had some fun ideas of things that you could do that wouldn't take a lot of effort, that really kind of work with all the things you already have in your home, and a fun way for your kids to still really enjoy the holiday and just kind of hang out with you guys as a family. So that wraps it up for today's episode, but before I go, I just want to take a minute again and thank you for listening to this podcast. I know that we are all super busy these days, and it means the world to me that you choose to spend some of your time with me. Don't forget, you can get those show notes. I forgot to tell you that one more time at littlegreenbow.com/49. Again, that's littlegreenbow.com/49. And just so you know, I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you enjoyed most from the show. And if you had any big takeaways or what you guys are doing for Halloween, go ahead and feel free to tag me on your Instagram stories. I'm little.green.bow. And I'd love to see what you liked most about this episode and any ideas you have for living a more minimalist lifestyle that I can help you with. You can also subscribe to be notified of new episodes wherever you prefer to listen to podcasts. And please feel free to leave a review if you've enjoyed the show so that more people can find us and enjoy the benefits of living an awesome life with less stuff. All right, I'll see you next week. Take care.
I'm Margaret.
And I'm Amy.
And together we host the podcast, What Fresh Hell? Laughing in the Face of Motherhood.
Margaret, I would say you're sort of a where are my keys kind of mom.
Correct. Sometimes a where are my kids kind of mom. Well, you're, Amy, more of a we were supposed to leave 35 seconds ago, mom.
I mean, touche. In each episode of What Fresh Hell, we come at a topic from our usually completely opposite perspectives. I bring the research.
And I bring kind of the gimlet eye. Like, is that research really going to work, people?
And almost 10 million downloads later, we're still laughing.
We also talk to experts in the parenting field, plus parents with stories we can all learn from.
We make each other laugh, we challenge each other's assumptions, and we have what we think is the best parenting community on the internet.
Check out What Fresh Hell? Laughing in the Face of Motherhood wherever you listen to podcasts.